Good afternoon. It is Friday, August 2nd. Skipped yesterday. No, I was gonna. Whole day spent editing. Work and then after work editing. But, the weekend has begun. Very happy for that. Hoping to actually get some stuff up on the walls or something this weekend. I got my giant, stack here of stuff from IKEA and whatnot, so the hope is to actually do something with some of that this weekend, and hopefully I'll get started with some of it today. I don't know. We'll see. Also, yesterday, Dwarven Forge revealed Plague Stone, which is sort of their collaboration with Pathfinder, as Pathfinder's coming out with 2nd edition, and they're doing some stuff with it, and I want to get some. I'm like, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Kind of have only a few days to think about it. If I put a deposit down for the next like 2 or 3 days, I get free shipping. So obviously I gotta make my decision while I can still get free shipping, save money. Think about it. And it's only a small deposit right now. And then just sort of set myself up for a big bill in April. How much do I care about future Adam? Should I tell future Adam, you better save up? Still. Yeah, anyways. I'm trying to figure out what I can get done today. And so I was getting out, looking through what I needed to be able to put the shelves up. And I have this box of screws I got. The screws are like that. There's a diagram in here saying, basically, not that, has to be this side. And basically looking at the shelf, the reason for that is so that it will go flush here, and there's little black stickers that cover over the screw heads. So it's basically saying, oh, you have to have this specific angle of screw for it to work. Now I can go buy those, but I'm first going to go over to Mom, see if they have any, because they have a giant stack of stuff, so I might save a little money. So I'm going to head over there. Got it, although they have weird screw head. So Mike gave me the tools to use them. And so heading back from Mom's, I'm thinking, I want to get something to eat. What do I want to get? I don't want to make something. I want to pick something up. I was thinking, it's been a couple months, probably since the auction, since I've gotten Taco Bell. So let's get that. So I'm going to have something to eat and then get to work on these shelves. Alright, so food was great, of course. And I actually got the first shelf up without you. It was a nightmare, but I think it should go easier from here on. Because it was an experience. I was figuring it out. So I had to figure out spacing, of course, side to side. And ultimately, in the end, I decided to actually use my level as the space on the side of the shelf. I was like, as long as it's consistent to this wall, I don't want it really up against either side, but I don't really need it centered between the actual wall and a piece of furniture. I just basically wanted them both the same space from the sidewall. So I made sure to do that. And then for this level to work, I basically have to have it on here. And so I have to get up and look down on it in order for me to figure out where the bubble's at. I should have brought... I know my mom has much better level. Much longer, would have worked much better. Well, I don't have it. So then it's trying to figure out, like, how do I mark each of the 3 spots? I already put the sticker over one of the holes just to see how that would work. While it's level, without, basically, how do I figure that out? Eventually what I figured out is step 1, don't worry about the level. Step 1 is that center hole. I just got to get that marked. Where do I want that? And I anchor the wall for that, and I put the screw in for that, and I get basically the shelf at a teeter-totter stage. And then I level it, and I mark one side, and literally put the screw straight into the drywall on that one side. And then as long as it's still level over here, I put the screw in the drywall over there. Then I can remove the screws, put the anchors where the holes are for the screws, by tilting the cedar, the teeter-totter of a shelf and figuring out where to put it. Then put the screws back in once the anchors are in. And it's level and it works. And it's right about where I'd marked it with the tape here. So that's good. Now, of course, before I put the next one, I'm going to grab, it's like, what's going on there? Well, let's get, I think the mother's cookbook was the taller of the cookbook, so we want to make sure that this one can kind of sit in the ledge, and yeah, so that tape will still be fine. Still give us enough space there. Just want to make sure you can fit on the shelf what you want to put on the shelf. I actually don't need 2 rows of shelves right here. There are 3 cookbooks I want to put in here, and they'll all fit on one. But I got enough vertical space to put 2. I think I might actually put my my Uncle Remus stories in there as well. It's Disney, and that's definitely a Disney theme in the room as well. So it's just be cool to show that off. It's a definite part of my childhood. So, but yeah, let's just shelf one up. 5 more to go. And mark. Okay, so I got a little indentation. I can go set this somewhere safe. Okay. In my indentation, just put the screw in. Partially to guide the anchor, partially just to make sure that if there's a stud right behind it, it's how I'll find it. So now I take my anchor. Do the hammer part of the anchor. Screwdriver the other part of the anchor. Okay, so the anchor is there in the center. Now I want to put a nice new screw up here that's not covered in drywall dust. Go grab the shelf. Ready to get the shelf on the wall. Alright, screw is in. Now, I got a teeter-totter. What do I need now? Alright, so with my teeter-totter up, set this here. Level it. Make sure it's still level. That'll do, and just check over here that it's didn't somehow magically end up unlevel on the other side. When I did all of that, is the shelf not level? Nope, that's just off. Must have needed to bump the little bubble or something, I don't know. Not the end of the world. The bottom shelf did the same thing to me. And I had to, there's extra holes underneath there. It's fine. It's like, let's check the other side while I'm doing this side. Okay, so there's that one. Back over here. Wait. Still level. And still level. Wonderful. Okay. Now you may be thinking to yourself, hey Adam, you can stop right there. It's up. But, well, for example, this screw right here is a great example as it just spins. It's not really secured by just putting these into the drywall. I need the anchors or these will just yank right out. Any weight can mess things up. So now I take these out and swivel it again. Anchor. Mallet. Screw the anchor the rest of the way in. There we go. Over to the other side. Anchor. Now it is a bit more difficult over here because of the sidewall. Screw it the rest of the way in. Okay, now grab 2 new screws that don't have drywall dust all over them. Not that it really matters, but I just prefer not to. Level, just to be sure. That's in. Still being sure. I want to make sure it's level all the way across every step of the way, because I don't want to have to redo it. And it's hard to tell, but right now, if I these run into this because it's not completely flush, that won't work. So I got a power tool. Just push against it. And now it's completely flush. That one is because I was too lazy to move the stool. But I don't think I'll ever see that, so it's fine. There we go. It's done. That one was so much easier than the first. And that's a good thing. I'm really glad it was easier, because the first one was quite a nightmare. That one was actually fairly simple. It really just comes down to basically figuring out the process. And once I figured out that I could put because basically it's the kind of thing, really, I should have 2 people. I should have someone to help hold it while I work on it, kind of thing. I'm not gonna have 2 people. That's not gonna happen. But figuring out I could, anchor the center one and then, pivot it on that really helped. So I get those dusted up, get the little stickers on it, and I'll have the first 2 shelves, the first room of shelves, done. Right? Fantastic. And I'm staring at these and something just feels off. I'm like, something is wrong here. So 11 inches. $10. It is. Hold on. Alright, so I took a run over to Mom's, about 20-minute detour, and got a nicer level. Could be more level, but that one's not incredibly off. Are they both just that one? And that's the other way, more off. So I think I'm gonna try and get away with just changing the one of them. Ironically, changing that back towards the direction I originally had it and had to redo the screw. I blame you guys. It's because I tried to talk while doing it. You messed me up. It's your fault. Distracting me. Yeah, I have to redo the top one at the very least. And the holes that the anchors left are large enough that the center for the next anchor is still going to hit it. It's not off that much. And the anchor, I wasn't able to just push it and like screw it into the side of the anchor. I have to redo the anchors. So I got the spackling out and I'll patch the holes, and I guess this shelf doesn't get finished at this point. I'll move on to the other room, but start patching up the mess I made. The theory is sound. I just need a better level, so I went and got a better level. And alright, so that's drying. I won't get to that tonight. We're getting close to the point, probably in a half hour, maybe an hour. I'm gonna stop doing this just because it's making noise. And it's a weekend, but I don't know what people's schedules are. But I got the first one in here up and level. And the thing about in here that I've now learned is that right in the center is a stud. And the screws that Mike had, that had the ends that worked well, they're long enough to go in and secure with an anchor, they're not long enough to go in and secure much into the stud behind the drywall. So I used one of the other screws I had, which technically has a little bit sticking out, but I think it'll be fine. I was able to actually kind of messed up my drill bit almost. You can tell I ate away at some of it. Trying to get it in, but it's mostly in. I think it'll be fine once the sticker's on. I'll find out now, but it's one of 3 shelves in here up. I hope to get at least one more of them up tonight. Alright, it's 9:10. I'm done making noise. I might do like another layer of the putty in there to that, but this room is good. Technically, they're not all centered between the doors. They're all the same distance from this door, and because the doors are slightly ajar, by the top there's about a ½ inch difference between the bottom one and the top one. Oh well. So I got that one. I didn't get the one in the bathroom. I've probably got the bottom one here is good enough. I'm waiting on this still putty to dry. I don't know if I'll be able to get another layer of that tonight or tomorrow, but I'll need another layer probably tomorrow. And it may, oh well. I was kind of hoping to be able to get all Mike's tools back to him when I go over to Mom's tomorrow. It looks like that'll put it off at least till Sunday. But I got these all up. I'm gonna get these dusted off, and I'll kind of show you my. Cause I don't know if I've actually said quite the ideas that I have with them. And like I don't know if you can tell, they're like not spaced the same apart, and there's a reason for all that. It's all got a reason. But at the end there, I was just like, just go. I was like, I don't want to be that jerk neighbor that's making noise while people are trying to sleep. I hate when the people above me make noise when I'm trying to sleep. But I'm like, I want to try and... I was like, I have one more. I wanted to be finished by 9, but 9:10 is good enough. And it's late. I'm tired. I'm not really going to put all the time into the shelves. The original idea with the shelves is that I could just have a bunch of shelves for DM screens. And that I could use that as art. And I still can. They're spaced a bit differently for other reasons, but I could just put DM screens on all 3 of them and we're good. In fact, some DM screens are taller, and so those would actually go on there as well. Although this top one is designed to be the height where the top of the DM screen is basically the top of the door. That was a nice height. So when it's the short DM screen at the top, it works well. This second shelf is designed for height. I realized that the space on these shelves is the same as a box of pop figures. And so I'm like, you know what? Let's make it 2 pop figures tall. Wonderful. So I can stack quite a few pop figures on there. Maybe all of them? I don't have a huge number of them. Maybe all of them? But that almost gives me also a reason to collect more. And I know I've said before, like, I don't like keeping them in the boxes. And I don't. Maybe I will there. I don't know. And then this third one is for books. Again, either of these can also fit DM screens, of course, and either of these can fit normal height DM screens. This right now is one of the things that I would love to have up here. I'm missing the other two from the series, but if you notice here, between the two covers, it actually continues on. And this is about, the only way I'd ever be able to, display them with the front covers all showing. So I was like, that would definitely be a display I would like to have up there. Of course, it's $80 or $100 because they're each, $40 to $50 books. So to get the other two books is expensive, but I've been thinking about getting them anyways. Yeah, no. But yeah, so I got shelves back there to put stuff on. It'll go behind the, basically finally able to decorate that back wall. Which is good. I'm very glad for that. Long been needing to be able to do that. It's been an annoying blank wall. I'm so far ahead recording the session videos. It'll probably be a year before there's anything on that back wall in those videos. But the longer I wait, the longer it's going to be, so. And it's like I have that fancy stuff up there. I might just do DM screens for now until I get the time to really work on it, but yeah. Anyways, I'm tired. I'm heading to bed. Hopefully get more stuff accomplished tomorrow. But, I've at least gotten some of the stuff put up together. It's good. Started on putting all the stuff I got from IKEA. Thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues. Bye.